Hello and welcome back to Soma. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a moment of weakness not all that long ago. Is it weakness? It's hard to say. I determined, perhaps it's a thing of strength. I decided not that long ago that I was going to fight back. I was over my pain. I had gotten over it. Soma had dropped me like a baby who farted, and I hated it. I was taken aback. I felt discarded like that water bottle, in fact. So I decided, if you didn't catch on to what happened, the game somehow deleted my save. Somehow got rid of it. I don't know what happened. I really don't. Some crashes happened, and then, upon my trying to get back into the game, my save was no longer available. So I decided I was going to walk away from this game. I even made a video, put it up on the channel, and I said, sorry guys, I can't do this. So time has passed. I regained my composure. I took a breath. And then I got back into the game. And I rushed. And here I am back pretty well precisely, I think, where we left off in episode 28. Now we are 29. Okay. Now let me do a little bit of a refresher because I kind of rushed through everything. And it has been a little bit of a while. And all of that stuff. So, I am Simon Jarrett. I, strictly speaking, am not a human. I am, in fact, a human-based intelligence simulation. I think that's good. Yeah. Just in the past week, my headphones have been kind of crackly. And now I'm wondering if this crackly is the game? Or is it my headphone? Anyway, all right, fine. We're in the refresher. This is the future. We are something like 100 years into the future. I don't know how I am exactly here, but I'm here. I'm here in the future. I am in a robot. Things have gone real bad. Some kind of comet landed on Earth. Everything is thoroughly fucked. All tables have been flipped at once, probably. If indeed, at any point you wanted to flip a table over anything, I mean, here is your only bet, and the only reason that these tables have not been flipped is because we're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, on the sea floor. And that's the only reason that we are surviving currently. And even then, we're really barely surviving. Okay? Anyway. So I meet this girl, okay? Beginning of a great story so far, huh? Catherine Chun. She's been working on an ARC project. She's doing this ARC project. In fact, this is the lab she was doing the ARC project in. What's she doing with the ARC project? Well, things are pretty fucked around here, would you agree? And she wants to send people into this ARC and then launch this ARC. I'm not even completely sure where. I think into some kind of a stable orbit around Earth. The form, however, that she wants to send these people in is in these little discs. Well, I mean, these are little discs physically, but this is 100 years in the future, right? So maybe this can contain like petabytes of data. I have no idea. Shit, a couple of years ago, I was kind of thinking it was novel that I had terabyte drives. Now terabytes are coming in 3s and 5s and whatnot, and it's not special. By here, 100 years in the future, shit, we could have zettabytes. Who knows? I don't even know what's really strictly above petabyte. But anyway. So, we made it to Theta. Okay, this place has the best bet that we have going for us for a vehicle that will allow us to go to the ARC because it hasn't launched yet. Okay, we need to have a Dunbat, which is a vehicle. It's an acronym, probably. And I gotta go get to the Dunbat. The thing is, weird sounds keep happening here in Theta, and I don't feel safe at all. I know what I'm supposed to do.
What would make him talk?
I know what I'm supposed to do at the moment. Up until a point, I know what I'm supposed to do, because it was during the recording of the episode, and during which the events I'm doing right now were within the episode that I had recorded.
Here we go.
At some point it crashed, and that's where it crashed. Okay, I think we got most of an episode, though. Regardless of whether it crashes or not at the end, though, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Here we are in Brandon Wan's home, inside of Theta. I've forgotten how kind of nice it is to have a snapshot into a person, into what's really a person. This is human snapshot kind of view, all right? To see where they lived. You know, a PC lives under the desk or on top of a desk or somewhere in relation to the desk, you know? Me, Sasha, human being, also lives pretty close to a desk too. But I got a bed. Look at this bed. Ugh. It's kind of a nice bed, you know? You can't fit too many people on here. Maybe one, maybe two if you were that desperate. How about we represent this? Yeah. Mm-hmm. How about we put this? It's Valentine's Day. For trivia's sake, it is currently Valentine's Day where I'm recording right now. And what am I doing for my Valentine's Day? I'm working. Fucking right, I'm working. I'm here on the YouTubes. Although this episode's coming up tomorrow after Valentine's is done. It's not going to be important. You may be curious to know, however, now that I don't think I've brought this up at any point ever. What my, how I'm dealing with Valentine's Day coincidentally works together with what I am recording with today. I don't know what I'm friggin' saying right now. But how I am dealing with my Valentine's Day is I went to... Oh, hang on. Yuan. Yes. Yuan. Chinese? Is that... I don't know. Japanese? Fairchild Award. Stay the fuck open. Fairchild Award for Achievements of the Engineering Youth. This is kind of nice. I forgot about this. This is... Yeah, alright. Mr. Let's say Brandon Wan is over here. He will no longer be represented by a binder. He will be represented by this award. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Cool. Ooh, yes. Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna take this. That must be,
Cute.
That must be cute. Okay, sure. Alright. What is that? Kind of reminds me of one of those really old things. You know when debit cards were new and you kind of had to have that shunk kind of machine in order to take an impression of the card so that you could send that to the bank? God, I'm old. Hello, card. Brandon Wan. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. How I am dealing with my Valentine's Day is the same way I am dealing with any recording session, and I don't believe I've ever shared that before, so here it is. Under normal circumstances, when I am about to do a recording sesh day, I open the day by going to the gym and killing myself. Not literally. I mean, if I do intend to do it, you know, somewhat literally, I keep failing. Obviously, because I keep doing these things. Anyway, I go and friggin' light myself up, man, because I got this impression that I wear myself out and then I am more interesting on the mic because I guess I'm worn out and I don't have social filters or energy for social filters or whatever. And then I came back here. Well, actually, I went to the pharmacy. Came back here then. And yeah, that's how I'm dealing with my Valentine's Day. How's yours? Tell me in the comments. Thank you. Akers finally agreed to evacuate Delta, Goya, Crier, and I moved into Theta today. Akers said he'd stick around for a little while longer than that crazy bastard. I take pride in my work, but goddamn, that place is miserable since the surface stopped sending parts. That's true. The surface is now hell. Apparently, it's according to a recording, if I remember right. I don't know if that was here. It wasn't here. Where was this recording? Sorry, I don't have a cursor timed out. There was somewhere where there was an audio recording. I think maybe that was in the Curie. And they said that the surface was just a big old firestorm. Awful. Did my arc scan together with...
She's a girl named Alice. They did their scans together.
Alice Coster? We could try to make him think that she's there during the simulation. Might make him talk. Not sure how, though. Keep looking.
Such an asshole. Oh, sorry. Strohmeyer. Strohmeyer told me that the hangover would basically kill me. Such an asshole. That's Strohmeyer talking. No, he's talking about Strohmeyer. Right. I was fine at first, but got a splitting headache a couple of hours later. Now, hang on. Let me finish this and then we'll get to that. The biggest pain was that Chun girl. She was so fucking uncomfortable at all times. It makes my skin crawl. Look at that. So, okay. Here's the question. Mr. 1 gets a splitting headache a couple of hours later. Now, if you remember what it is we're supposed to be doing, I didn't quite make it up to this point in my retrospective, okay? We're here, we need access to the Dunbet, we need to have a security cipher. Mr. Brandon Wan has it. And we have to do some weird cyber necromancy to access Brandon Wan so that we can get the cipher from him, but we can't just scan him like an Excel document or a Word file or whatever. We gotta light him up, we gotta simulate him, and then we gotta ask him. That's freaking trippy, okay? It's kind of interesting that they could somehow skip a few points, I'm guessing, with scanning a human being or trying to replicate a human being. They've skipped from creating one using whatever is accessible, and they've just skipped ahead using the WoW, it turns out. Using the WoW to just scan the human being completely, but you have to interact with it as if it is a human being. Anyway, our interactions with the unfortunate Brandon Wan, necromantic in interaction, has not been going well. This guy does... Somebody burp? Was that a electricity thing? Anyway, we can't access him because he is not accessible. He's kind of not dealing with the situation very well. So there is my question, okay? Mr. Brandon Wan gets a splitting headache a couple of hours later. Would he still get a simulated splitting headache in his simulation a couple of hours from now if I were to just turn him on and leave him there? That's an interesting damn question. Anyway, Strohmeyer went ballistic and shut down all future scans for the ARC project. Apparently Conrad wanted in on the continuity, and he just fried himself right in the pilot seat after the scan. Something tells me we'll be getting new security ciphers. Okay, so we are going in chronological order. Just heard that the Como Rebbe survey team is going to Delta. He's going to pick up acres. He's been alone for months now. Can't imagine what he's been up to. I can sort of remember that it could be that Mr. Akers was responsible for some of the terrible shit I remember seeing in Delta. Maybe. Speculative. Brandon, I'm really a mess about the scan. Everybody's being so brave. All smiles, no regrets. You know how you said you'd held my hand during the scan? Well, if that offer still stands, I gratefully accept. If we do it together, we could suffer the hangover together as well. They say it takes a couple of days to recover. Kisses. Alice. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Were definitely an item.
Good. Then we should find a way to incorporate her into the scan.
Mm-hmm. That's not something I can do, I don't think. Although, perhaps, there's something that they haven't yet addressed in this game, and I'm curious to know if they're ever going to. Since I'm a computer and I'm currently a robot, proven by seeing myself in a mirror, okay, that's certain in case you forgot. Will I have to separate my myself from my body? I guess. How else do you say it? I mean, I'm able to do that.
Brandon, you ready to go? Strohmeyer says it's time to move.
I'm waiting for Stratsky and Alvaro to pack up their stuff. Head downstairs and I'll meet you there.
Don't take too long.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
I think I just heard Alice talking to Brandon on the intercom. Seems like they were getting ready to leave.
You got that from the intercom? Must be a transmission buffer. Hang on. Great, this is exactly what we need. I think we got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We could trick them into feeling safe enough to open up.
Great. Definitely feeling good about this.
Good job with the intercom. I didn't know you could data mine. What's it like?
Oh, you
It's just
know.
something that I do now.
So it comes naturally to you. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to add it to my dating profile.
I forgot about that too. It is really interesting though what Alice is remarking about. If you like somewhat literally, okay, if you take a human being, a simulation of a human intelligence, and you put it into a robot, how are they going to make connections with whatever they have access to in that robot or in that computer? Will they be able to make such connections? Will they be able to sense? You know? Kinda doubt it. I mean, they certainly wouldn't be able to do it immediately. Take for example, there are other things to consider. I don't remember looking at that. There are other things to consider. I mean, there are senses, okay, that through, is it prosthetics? Yeah, through prosthetics, it's possible, I think, or maybe little extra bits or whatever that you attach to your eyes. You're able technically to see other colors. And I'm gonna rush the fuck into this
I have an
room.
Alice module that we can use.
So
Do you see that?
Simulation.
Sort of.
All
I'll
right.
still need to do the talking, but it'll sound and look like Alice.
That door was a little bit open, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck it right now. Where was I? All right. I think there are some like contact lenses or I don't have my hand on the mouse. I think there are some contact lenses or something, or maybe it's prosthetics, or maybe you can possibly do a surgery to the eye, the human eye, the actual human eye, not my robot eyes, so that you can see other colors that other animals are able to see, like ultraviolet or infrared, for example. I don't know. However, the brain doesn't have, like, let's call them the drivers if we were to use a computer as an analog. The PC doesn't have the drivers to know, to sense what you now have the ability to sense. Because you weren't born with it, you see. So you would probably, with this all of this stuff in mind, you would probably have to start in a robot body, and spend time there. And like maybe eventually over a more prolonged period and maybe a gradual interaction with data things like Mr. Simon Jarrett has been doing, maybe then be able to interact much more naturally. Anyway, here's the moment of truth. This is usually where it crashed. Mr. Brandon Wan. We're not going to put you in the scan room. We are going to put you in the scan room. The ski lodge was shit. The beach was fake. And none was awful. And we're going to pretend that we're Alice. Oh, this is awful. I feel like I'm talking to somebody through a forum. That's how I feel right now.
That wasn't so bad. Soma really got me worked up.
Alice was hot.
Well, that's what you get for listening to his stories.
I guess I had it coming.
About Strohmeyer. He's sending you to the news site for ASAP. What should I tell him?
It's all right. I can talk to him.
Wait, didn't Sean just tell you to take it easy? Don't worry, I'm not going to tell anyone.
I do feel hungover. Okay. It's 1729 over 42, 12 over 407. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry, Mr. Long. Brandon. Goodbye.
No, wait.
Oh.
That's enough. We got what we need.
Is that what we are? Simulations?
Yeah, but it shouldn't make any difference. You're still you. I'm not sure what to do with the data. You decide.
What to do with the data now? Oh man. Oh, they're giving me a moral choice. I don't feel Am I flipping? Am I jumping the fence all over the place now that I have to actually make a decision? Okay, so I'm a simulation. Mr. Brandon 1 is a simulation. It shouldn't change shit whether I want to shut down. I'm not killing anybody by erasing data. But now Mr. 1, the simulation is done. Mr. 1's dead again, functionally. There's no reason to erase him. Yeah. I think I'm settled. I'm not gonna erase him. There's no benefit to it. He's harmless where he is. He's not moving. I'm just gonna shut down. Oh shit! I could have just walked away too, huh? Whoops. Well, maybe this is the right move. Maybe so. But at least he isn't dead. In as much of a capacity as one could be dead given the circumstances. Without really being alive. You know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking at my timer. We have filled an episode. This felt good. This felt like a complete episode. There wasn't a moment where I didn't have something else I could talk about. Man, this is not like Penumbra at all. It feels good to be back. Thank you for joining me. And in the next episode, now that we have that security cipher, we're going to done-bat the fuck out of this place. Possibly. It's been going too well so far, folks. I don't expect this is going to last. Anyway, see you soon.